Parents of killers? What happened? My daughter would constantly have boys showing up to our house with flowers almost every week trying to ask her out, but she didn't want a boyfriend. So she'd answer the door, smile politely, and tell them she was flattered but not interested. Most of them took it well, but when we saw the same kid show up for the third time on our Ring camera, we knew there was going to be a problem. My husband went outside and told him firmly that our daughter wasn't interested and that he needed to stop coming around. He said she just needed to give him a chance and he'd be able to rock her world, and my husband told him to never step foot on our property again. However, he quickly resorted to following her around at school. She'd come home looking uncomfortable, and every time I'd ask her what happened, she'd tell us he kept harassing her at school. Whenever he got the chance, he'd try and riz her up, and eventually the teachers had to get involved because everyone else at the school could see how creepy it was getting. But he started getting creative. He'd wait outside her classrooms and ask to go to the bathroom whenever she did. One morning, my husband was leaving for work when he noticed something in the tree by our front yard. It was him. This kid was sitting in our tree at 7 in the morning, waiting for my daughter to walk to school. And when my husband realized, he instantly yanked him out of it. He grabbed him by the shirt collar and said he told him not to come back here. But this kid had the nerve to say he was just keeping her safe. My husband told him if he ever saw him near our property again, he'd call the police. The kid ran off, and we thought maybe now he'd finally get the message. But literally that same night, my daughter woke up screaming because she woke up to go to the bathroom and saw him taking pictures through her window with a selfie stick. My husband and I instantly woke up, and he sprinted outside in his boxers ready to chase him, but the kid was already gone. We called the police immediately. They went to his house, told his parents everything he'd been doing, and they instantly grounded him. We thought it was finally over, but she started crying whenever she got home from school again. Apparently everyone started asking her when they started dating, because he spread a rumor that they had been together for months and kept it a secret. He sent AI-generated images of them kissing, and she begged me to let her stay home. I took one look at those pictures and told her she didn't have to go to school until this kid was arrested. Then a few hours later, she called me. I thought she was just checking in, but as soon as I tapped answer, I heard her say, Mom, please come home, Mom. I'm so scared I don't know what to do." She was crying her eyes out and could barely form a sentence. "Baby, what happened?" But when I got home and saw the police there, I knew it was bad. Apparently, since everyone was convinced they were dating, he thought she would finally give in, so he broke into our house after he waited for me to leave for work. He walked through our house calling out for her, saying he'd only hurt her if she resisted. Then, she finally found her in her room. What he didn't know, however, was that I had taught her how to defend herself. He was gonna try and force his way onto her, but as soon as he did, he felt a sharp pain in his stomach. She had been hiding a large kitchen knife under a pillow in front of her, and he unknowingly leaned right into it. The ambulances didn't get there in time.